Hi you guys, Tamara here. I'm gonna do a different kind of video today because I have been deep in my feelings and I feel like I should share so maybe you can understand a little bit why I try really hard to be consistent, but I'm not always. And I'm trying really hard to be successful, but I'm not yet. And how that's affecting me, and subsequently you as people who are here for me, you watch what I post and you read what I write and etc. I have a little wine here for courage. I literally just poured that much. It's probably about 4 ounces. So, did you know I've been on this platform for about 3 years now? In 3 years' time, I haven't made a video like this. It's because I don't like to talk about my feelings. I don't like to be open in that way. It's not that I'm guarded necessarily, or maybe that is what it is. Maybe I'm guarded. Maybe I don't want my feelings and experiences to be judged. And you know, if you put anything out on the internet, judging, it's what's for dinner on the internet, you know. Maybe I just don't want to be vulnerable. I find it's easier to be vulnerable with my poetry, you know, or with my writing. I'm able to, even though I'll bear something bare bones, just bleed all over the page, there's still the barrier of me, page, then you on the other side. This feels different. You can see like my facial expressions. You're going to hear my voice when it thickens if I'm trying not to cry. This is much more exposed. But Burgess and I were talking on these internet today, and she said, you know, there's other people who are probably feeling like you do. And I was like, you're right. There are. And I promptly came in here and set this thing up and started talking. So this is all off the dome. I don't know if it's going to make sense, and I don't know how much I'm going to edit it, but I wanted to talk to you guys about where I've been. I've been trying to put out at least one video a week, and I feel as though I have achieved that. However, when I tell you that I'm going to do it on a certain day, that day never seems to pan out. If I tell you that I'm going to do a series, and that series is going to happen every Wednesday, I'll be posting it every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's not going to happen that way. And this has been something that I've always had a difficulty with, creating those kind of deadlines and meeting them, even if they're self-created. I think deadlines are important. My undergraduate degree is in journalism, and the deadlines, it's like the meat potatoes of that, you know, the whole entire industry. Like, it's important to be able to get things out on time before other people, with all your facts straight, your ducks in a row, and getting that out to people, you know. And if you want this writing thing to serve you as a career, then you have to treat it as a business, and a business has deadlines. A business has obligations. A business has goals. I set goals. I do set too many. I know that. It's deliberate. It's a deliberate thing. Because if I set just enough, then I feel as though I'm not going to reach that. I have to set more of goals so I can get more things done. I'll have a bigger output because I need to have a bigger output. And it's not even me comparing myself to everyone else in the world. It's me comparing myself to that ideal Tamara that I want to be, that I'm trying so desperately to reach. And she is fucking really hard to grasp. Pardon all the swearing, but there's going to be swears here. I think that we understand that sometimes when you're emotional, you got to say an F-bomb. I mean, it's just life. So over this weekend, I was incredibly in a black place, a dark place, and I was having terrible thoughts, and I was trying to kill those thoughts with reading because I am a nerd. But it wasn't a normal kind of, because when I read, I do binge read. I'll read like 1 or 2 books, you know, sometimes in a day. But one day I read 4 books. 4 normal sized books that were like 450 pages each, because I didn't want to have one single moment where I was thinking at all. None of my own thoughts. I didn't want any of my own thoughts. I just wanted to read the thing and not have to acknowledge what was happening with me. And that's how I cope sometimes. And I was just feeling bad for everything. You know, everything I was doing, everything I wasn't doing, how the house looked. I felt like I was letting some friends down, not being around for my mom, not being there enough for my boyfriend, not having my writing things where they need to be, not having the videos here where they need to be, just not being enough, you know? It's hard when you feel as though you have these expectations for yourself that you just can't meet. That if you were good enough to meet those expectations, then how much better would your life be if you were just good enough? This weekend I was not feeling good enough. I wasn't even feeling like I could have given the Tamara I want to be a shoe shine. I wasn't even good enough for that. Just nothing. Nothing. Pardon me if I keep dabbing my head. It is insufferably hot here. We're getting ready for 2 hurricanes, so I'm going to try to upload this tonight while the internet's definitely going, and, you know. Anyway. I don't want to feel that way, and I don't want to pretend like there's an easy fix here. And I usually like to make videos that have some type of ending or a roundup of some sort. There's a nice little bow at the end of it, but I'm talking about my life, and Lord knows that bow is frayed and crooked. Has ink stains on it. I just want to be my best version of myself, you know? But it's hard to accomplish, and when I don't, it's so frustrating. And then, you know, little stupid things on the sides. Like, I finally got my glasses, and I think that was one of the things that kind of put me in a better state of mind. But I'd ordered this pair and this pair from Zenny Optical, but I put my prescription in incorrectly. So I got the glasses and I had to send them back. So then I had to get them back, and I had to send out my laptop, and it took 14 or 16 days of it just sitting around being repaired, but no one had sent it out to me yet. And everyone kept giving me the runaround. It's that person's fault, that person's fault, that person's fault. No one wanted to take accountability. Just find the damn thing, just ship it out. You know, and it was just... So there was all these frustrations from outside sources. I could go on, but I don't want to just sit here and complain. I'm just saying that it was me and what I felt like I wasn't able to do, and then the things that I can't control that was also battering at me until I just shut down. And I don't like that feeling, you know? I haven't felt like I've written anything new in forever. You know, I haven't written any blog posts. I have posts I'm supposed to go up on other people's blogs, and they haven't gotten them because I haven't had any words. And it's just, there's contests I was supposed to enter. That's not going to happen. I got nothing for them. I've got nothing to give right now. But I want to. And that's frustrating. And being told, you know, just write. That only works if you have something, an inkling, a little bit, a line, a picture, an idea, even a small idea. In the hashtag Write Stuff group in Facebook, I'm trying to each week post a picture just to get people to think about something and to describe that picture in a few sentences or whatever in the comments below. Because something like that little prompt could make something happen with you. It could create a story, it could create a poem, it could help you to create a character and you didn't even realize it. So I've been doing those things, but it hasn't been working. I don't know. Maybe when these hurricanes happen, something will break loose inside of me and I'll have that influx of creativity and words and productivity. I'd like to be productive. I don't feel like I have been. I'm going to try some new things to try to generate some ideas, some word power, some gumption, something, anything. So, I'm going to try doing some journaling. I've been intrigued by it anyway. I thought, why not? It doesn't have to be anything that I share, you know. Maybe occasionally I'll share a page or something, but probably not very often because I'm not going to be that good. And the idea won't be to be that good. It'll just be to have fun. Do a fun thing. Like I'm in kindergarten again. I get to play with the freaking markers, you know? Just have a good time. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to start making sure that now that I do have my laptop back after 7 angry phone calls, I'm going to make sure to take that bad boy once these hurricanes are, you know, not about. You take that bad boy out of this house and go to some places and just try to write elsewhere, you know? Try to get out of this funk, you know, make changes. Because change facilitates creativity for me. And I'm going to try reading some books that I haven't been reading. Reading some stuff that's maybe a little harder. It isn't so easy for me to just kind of read and read and read. And it'll make me, you know, make me cry a little bit, but doesn't really have any impact on me. Maybe dig down deeper. And I'm going to get back on track with my blog and with this. Because I like doing this. I like talking to y'all. I like having me say stuff and then you tell me your stuff or your thoughts on the thing. I like interaction. What do you do when you're depressed and your creativity is barely about? How do you get back on track? I love hearing everyone else's experiences. It helps me to make mine a little bit richer. Sorry that this isn't going to be that well edited or anything. I'm going to have to edit a little bit because like the camera died a couple times and stuff, so, you know. but I'm not doing a whole lot of editing. So hopefully this thing isn't going to be 20 minutes long. I do feel better after I've talked to you guys, though. I do feel better because it's let me think it through, you know. Like, not all of my sadness has been just interrelated. There's been outer stuff that has had none of my control that's happened, that's contributed to me being so down. And when I'm down like that, I just can't produce. I feel like a waste of space. I'm lucky if I'm making a bowl of cereal. Something positive, something positive, something positive. Oh, wait, check these out. Look at that. Yeah? Yeah, then you get to the front there. See that? Uh-huh. Yeah. The math magician called these my metal librarian look. I'm a nerd, you guys. And thanks for putting up with me. So like I said, comment down below and all, you know all the stuff to do. Like and subscribe and share and everything. And I'm going to try very hard to get you Anthology Part 102 up this week. My goal is to have it by the end of the week. But the hurricane is supposed to hit, the first one, Hurricane Madeline, is supposed to hit tomorrow at the Hawaii Island, or Big Island, which is one down at the bottom of the chain. So hopefully stuff will still, the internet will still be working, and I'm talking out loud, but I'm gonna do the thing, and I hope that you guys will check out that series, check out the first one. Let me know what you thought about that in the comments too. And if you have any suggestions or questions about anthologies or writing in general, you can always ask me, and I'll make a video or a blog post or whatever. Okay, I've babbled on enough. Cheers. I'll see you next time.